Before starting the video, just wanted to give my prayers on a speedy recovery for Nozoa Yukiko Sensei, the talented illustrator behind the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You manga series. For those of you who don't know, last night, Sensei tweeted that the manga is gonna be put on hold or on a break of some sorts, because Sensei is not feeling well, and because of that, of course, there's gonna be breaks, or there's gonna be no new chapters anytime soon. But of course, it's not completely understandable, right? Health comes first. Health is the top priority, and with that being said, I'm just praying for their well-being and for a fast recovery. Hypothetical girlfriend time, and today's character trope for this hypothetical girlfriend time is none other than the one and only, the Yankee heroine, or the Japanese delinquent heroine. Now, if you've been in my channel for some time, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I am a huge sucker. I really love the Yankee heroine trope, or Japanese delinquent trope, or delinquent trope in general, I suppose. I love it to death. I just love it. Absolute masterclass, top tier character trope in my opinion. And today I wanted to share with you my character trope fantasy for this Yankee heroine. Now, picture this, fam. It's late at night. Rentaro had a long busy day servicing the girlfriends. I should have phrased that better. Spending time with the family, right? So he's tired and he's walking home late at night, and he happens to come across a convenience store because he wanted to buy some food, snacks, coffee or whatnot, right? And he happens to come across a bunch of delinquents, you know, your semi-stereotypical Yankees, right? They got a black modified trench coat, jacket, school uniform, whatever it is, the dyed hair, and all that stuff, you know. And they're ganging up on this nerd, right? And so as the Yankees are harassing them, Rentaro, like the gigacha that he is, you know, he steps in to try to save the kid, right? Because of his, you know, his pure, kind, beautiful soul, he couldn't just leave him by. And so when Rentaro tries to confront them, well, he gets the kid rather got threatened instead by the Yankees holding a shank or something. And so this puts Rentaro at a stalemate position. But then she emerges out in the convenience store as she walks away holding a bag full of Pocky, of protein jelly, and an ice pop, a lollipop rather, in her mouth, right? A girl with boyish blonde short hair, dyed, of course, blonde, naturally blonde, could be, it's even better, or you know, the dyed blonde bit is also part of the experience or essence rather of a Yankee. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Then you also have her fierce green eyes. She's wearing a a varsity jacket with a dragon print on the back. So she walks out, she sees the commotion around them, and the next thing they knew, the delinquents were knocked out, the kid was safe, and Rentaro locks eyes with this character, aka locking eyes with the Yankee girlfriend. Now let's talk personality, and again, this is just my own fantasy, so the results is, of course, it's may not gonna come true. It's a hypothetical. You can't go wrong with the teasing type of Yankee girlfriend, blending in with a bit of that gal personality, right, along with the skills of a fighter and the brains of an empathetic person, the heart of an empathetic person, right? So yeah, slight a bit of that tsundere factor as well. And you may ask yourselves, well, Rendo, Karene has been called a Yankee or punk by, if I remember correctly, by Hakari oftentimes in a few occasions, right, along this manga, and her actions as well, the everything that she does is quite similar to that already of the Yankee heroine. So what's up? Well, yes, I would argue that it is true, very much so. I believe so, yeah, in a way it is technically true. In a sense, really it is, that's the case. You know what, however you see it, go for it. But what I personally seek in my in a Yankee character, this is my own opinion by the way, is number one, tsundere factor. Just a bit of that, you know, tsundere factor, so 10% of that. Assertiveness, being the one who takes the initiative and the like, you know, being clingy or of some sorts. Actually, it also ties well to the obsessive part when she gets, you know, a bit jealous and the like. So small hint of yandere-ish. I'd say that's the final garnish on top of this dish. Righteousness 30, because I wanted this character to be, well, really righteous. And of course, along with that righteous heart comes her righteously amazing skills, especially in fighting, combat, of course. I could also go for a full burst Yankee, one who has incredible skills, say 35%, righteousness 15%, but most importantly, her battle maniacness, which is a solid 50%. So she's someone who's really, keen and really wanted to get in a lot of fights. In other words, sort of a problematic child, so to speak. So yeah, kind of aggressive, really fierce, yeah, so to speak. But she also still, again, has that righteousness and, I guess, justice within her. That is cool. That is badass. But I also imagine Chiyo to be really, strict about the way she behaves, essentially. So that's something also to fondly consider, being or adding that small detail, right, so to speak. And finally, the cool Yankee, one who has that Onesan energy, right, that maturity, so to speak. Whopping 30% of it for that skills in her fighting. Of course, you always gotta, I always want my Yankee to be well trained or something, And again, this is my opinion, right? The Yankee delinquent got some level of martial arts or fighting skills, right? There's a lot of cool battle moments to come up with, right, in the storyline to add on it. It's nice. But most importantly, this is where the crown jewel of the Gap movie also lies. Her bashfulness, 40% of that. Because that she's all, mature and the like, and being bashful, it is a common Gap movie type, and that will work greatly with this cool Yankee character trope, or rather Yankee variation, so to speak. Now let us move on until how they meet with the family, and how she meets or gets welcomed into the Renter family in the next chapter, right? Now, by the miracle of plot, right, this character happens to be in the second year, in the same class as one of the others, Mimi perhaps, I don't know, but she was not just seen much because of how much she skips classes, or that ties in well with the problematic child a bit. But if a diligent Yankee isn't a bad Yankee, right? However you want, you go for it, right? Now, let's just say for this example, right? She's in class 2, a senpai of Renteros. Now, so she meets with the family, and this welcoming chapter is gonna be themed around the whole idea of delinquents, the new girlfriend. In this case, in this hypothetical, it is the Yankee theme, delinquents, right? And also, the activity has to involve the family trying to integrate their own themes or their own introductions to this new family member through this said activity. Now, what comes to my mind is a game of capture the flag. Firstly, split into two teams. The girlfriends are dressed in Yankee outfits in their own style, their own unique style, so sort of like combat sports and the like. Secondly, I wrote racing because motorcycles and the like, but I don't know, that's just me in the top of my head. And finally, thirdly, it's just simply acting as a Yankee, so pretty normal, pretty chill. But yeah, yet again, this is just my fantasy, and I will continue to enjoy it to the fullest. But anyway, thanks for watching, fam, and yeah, that's it. Take care, family.